So Filo makes a new friend, our purple-headed friend named Melty, dressed up like a noble who loves a thing for Florias a lot. And I mean a lot. And it's nice to see Philo reacting to people around her age, or at least people that are her height distance. Because despite how much she loves Master Nafumi and gets along with Reptilia, it's nice for her to play around with kids as well, someone that can see things through her point of view. That being said, I love the montage. I love the montages. Usually I'm okay with montages. It helps the episode to get by, I guess, to speed things up, even though in the books they'll show them doing more stuff in better detail, but they're on a time clock here, so they gotta keep things going. So it's better to do these things in a montage. And one thing I do love about this montage of Shield Hero is the music. I love the music. It captures those good old medieval themes that you'll hear when you go to a Renaissance or something like that. I love the music very much. I can't stress that enough in this show. Music's really good. Now, Nafumi is becoming much of a nice guy. He's slowly building up his cred. And despite what the capital is saying about him, more and more people, mainly small villages, are seeing him as a savior. And of course, such as demi-humans as well. So his street cred is building up bit by bit. On the other hand, it seems like the other heroes are screwing things up. It seems like what they're doing at first seems heroic, and so later on, when they're done doing what they do, they go off without thinking of the repercussions of things that they do has a little after effect, such as that freaking dragon that happened, the rotting flesh that got into the wind, made everybody sick. Way to go, sword hero, dumbass. So, that being said, it's just, he's cleaning up their mess. And watching Shield Hero, a lot of people say they can relate to Shield Hero. He takes a lot of crap from the higher-ups, but yet the people he helps out see him as they respect him more than their higher-ups. But then there are people who get promoted way better than them, even though they don't do jack crap, only because they have other people vouching for them. And every time they do something, people praise it, they always leave behind a big mess that they have to clean up. I've been seeing a lot of people who have been reviewing and streaming the show, saying how much they can just relate to Shield Hero. Not just Nafumi, but also people such as Reptilia, Filo, or dealing with people such as Maine, and even freaking Motoyatsu. Especially in this day and age in America. And I know I'm getting a little bit political here right quick, but I think this is very important. Especially what's going on with this giant social justice, political outrage movement that's going on and how ignorant it is how social justice weirdos believe they're fighting for other cultures, other minorities. They believe their outrage benefits the minorities. They give themselves a pat on the back when they do this. Like, how dare you do this to black people? How dare you assault Asians? How dare you do that? They're always doing that. They're always trying to make the minorities look like nothing more than victims all the time. And they don't understand that minorities don't like looking at victims. They want to be seen as equals, not victims. We want to show them that we can do just as much, hell, even more, if you give it a chance. That's all what we really want out of our race. It's like the episodes with when they're tying up Reptilia, saying, oh, he's holding her against her will, she's being manipulated by a shield hero, and everyone's just having this thing, spreading this terrible rumor, saying how poor Reptilia, a slave, a demi-human, is being mistreated by a shield hero, even though they're framing her, making her look like a victim, to criticize Nafumi. They're not listening to a thing she says. Hell, they gagged her so she can shut up. So they probably even know the truth, but they just don't want to hear it because they want to destroy this other person. This proves how relatable this show is with modern society, especially with the freaking cultural outrage that's going on right now here in America. It's perfectly a good example. Like, my God. It's like Japan's been making anime lately, where it's been reflecting on stuff that can be and that is happening in America. And it's freaking scary when you think about it. Same thing happened in this episode. Motoyatsu sees himself as a noble, justice, courageous hero. And when they're inside the village, he's fighting Nafumi, attacking Nafumi. But while he's doing this, there are bystanders. There are people whose shops are getting destroyed and their livelihoods are being destroyed. And some people are getting hurt while others are using the chaos just to start fights. He thinks he's doing something heroic, but he's not. Then you have some of the higher-ups who just can't stand Nafumi, such as Main, using their authority so Motoyasu can get away with his crappy deeds. Well, it sounds familiar, doesn't it? It really does. So then Meltiad came in and turns out she's a princess. She is the second princess, actually. And she's head to the throne. But why is she head to the throne, even though she's the younger sister? Because the older sister is a dick. Despite how much authority that the older sister's throwing around, the younger sister gets the throne because, let's face it, the higher-ups know that the older sister will just throw this entire country to the ground. She'll just burn it to the ground of how dumb she lets her feelings get over better than her facts and things that need to happen. Sounds familiar? It really does. Same thing with Motoyasu. He was attacking Nafumi because, once again, he felt like he was defending another victim, even though that said victim was okay with what she was doing. She loves pulling the carriage. It brings her pride and joy. She has precious memories in the carriage you've seen from last episode. She would love that carriage to go everywhere she goes. She loves it. She loves her master as well. So once again, this victim needs saving by this social justice asshole. And it's just, you see what's going on here. So while he's also criticizing the victim at the same time, not realizing he's criticizing the victim, downgrading the victim, which is Filo, Filo gets pissed off and attacks back, saying how much she hates the shield, the spear hero. Can you not see what's going on here? It's like the people who are on Twitter doing outrage, trying to demonize people, trying to say, oh, they're insulting black people, they're insulting Asians, they're assaulting homosexuals and stuff. And then you see the so-called people they're so-called fighting for saying, actually, we're okay with it. It's nothing's wrong here. Why are you doing outrage? Shh. Stay in place, okay? I'm trying to fight for you. So shut up and let me do what I do. And that's exactly what's going on here. Like, my God. I'm looking at this anime. And I'm like, dude. Like, I haven't seen an anime this realistic hitting with American modern problems since Shinometa, a boring world where the concepts of dirty jokes do not exist, where it seems like America is starting to censor everything and freedom of speech is slowly dying out bit by bit. Then there's Gatchaman Crowds, one of my most favorite anime, where everyone's political power is happening over social media, and there's attacking people without thinking for themselves of actually looking up into a certain situation. And while people are being bombarded by attacks online, the main character, Hajime, just says, you know what to do? Turn off your phone and ignore everybody. That's all you can do, and just go out and live your life. Those animes, it's amazing how Japan is able to write these things that are happening in our own society, and we're watching and we're enjoying it, but our eyes are probably not open, seeing it. The true meaning of being woke was open your eyes of you being deceived. It's for you staying focused on your road. Don't be distracted. It's to stay focused. But thanks to the new millennials, being woke means don't stay focused and let everything that's irrelevant distract you. It's like that term became reversed. That term originally came from like ghetto neighborhoods and stuff like that. To be woke, to stay woke, it means to stay focused. Don't worry about the relevant things in life. Forget about them. Stay focused on your goal and do what you gotta do. That was the true meaning. Now look at that. I'm sorry I made this political, but I need to get back in the shield here. It's just that this episode is just so freaking relatable. You gotta clean up the mess, the higher ups. People looking down on you, but those you do help realize you're an okay guy and you deserve more than what you got. And the other higher ups are just making things worse for everybody else, thinking that, everyone loves them because they're defending everybody. But in reality, the minorities, the victims, don't like them at all. They don't see them as heroes. They see them as nuisances. They wish they would just go away. They're making everything bad for everybody else. And it sucks. And when the Fumi found out that Melty was part of the royal family, he doesn't want nothing to do with her, which is understandable because the royal family have been giving him nothing but shit. That is understandable. But at the same time, in reality, you have to understand, with the group of higher-ups, most of them may be dicks. But I can guarantee you, some of them within that group are actually pretty nice, decent people. But they're just being overcrowded by the bad guys. So, it's hard to trust the higher-ups. But at the same time, some of them can be good. Some of them are good. So, and Melty is one of them, you know? It's the reason why she's the next head of the throne and not the older sister, because they know she's more capable than the older sister. She thinks more logical and thinks for the sake of the people. And because of that, of course, it seems like the mom has more power. Usually, when something like this is going on, you're like, I'm telling the king, I'm telling dad. But instead, I'm telling the mom, I'm telling the queen. So I'm guessing the queen must have more power than the dad does, the king. So I wonder where the queen is anyways, and need to find that out. So yes, that is Shield Hero. I'm sorry I had to make this a little political, but when I was watching this episode and those scenes, I couldn't help it. I really couldn't help it. So anyways, I hope you guys understood what I was trying to say, the message I was trying to receive. And tell me how you feel about Shield Hero. Does it relate to what's going on in America right now? And will it help Nafumi to open up to other people, especially people who are probably from the same branch, but doesn't mean they're a bad apple? So anyway, that's all I got for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Enjoy my content. You enjoy my reviews. Make sure you help me out here. Give me a like, comment, subscribe, and of course, hit that bell icon to get more of this goodness. Madcrownxox, signing out.